Hey everybody, well here it is, the weekend, and I'm cooking some these are pork steaks. I'm gonna cook some pork. Well, they got pork chop or pork steaks. Here's what they look like. Got them all marinated up with Cajun seasoning, put salt and pepper, and then I put a little of this Sweet Heat barbecue grill sauce on it. I'm gonna make that's some of the poppers I got left from yesterday. Pretty well getting everything thinned out around here. My cabinets are getting empty. Getting all this stuff packed up. Not much in here left. Narrowing it down to almost nothing. Bedroom's about empty. This is my bag that I carry all my electronic stuff in. Laptop, cameras, video cameras, and everything else. You can see, I'm gonna give this living room suit away. This is what's left of that. And then I'm giving that away for long, but we got this red bedroom's empty. Bedroom's empty. But anyway, I'm getting the grill ready. Turn that light on. I gotta get rid of all this crap here. It's just storing it here, getting it closer to the back door, so it's closer to gone. Then what little bit I got out here, I gotta get rid of this little freezer. I don't know if I'm gonna keep my chairs or what. And here we go. Let him get a little bit wider. And then it'll be ready to put them. There you go. It's about time to get a new grill. The bottom of it's sort of rusting out, and I put aluminum foil in it. See what's rusting out right there. Here it's been raining all week. The sun's out now. It's only like a 10% chance of rain for the next few days. Grass is getting a little high, so. But I'm slowly getting there. I can get a buyer for my house in time. The market, the interest rates are high, so market's not going real good right now, but that's okay. Not too worried about that. Now, this is about what clothes I've narrowed down to. Probably about 25 shirts, probably 8 pair of jeans, something like that. As far as I gotta clean those shelves off and get rid of all that crap. Alright, the bedroom suit, I'm probably gonna give it away. Here's the footboard over there. I'm narrowing down to that suitcase and that one over there. Everything's gotta go. Here's my closet. Well, it's empty. That was full. I bet I had 500, 600, 700 shirts and probably 50 pair of jeans. Tell me how many pair of cowboy boots. Man, I had so much crap. Been selling this stuff. Plus I got a lot of stuff out there in the shop to have in my yard sale. Boy, them look good already. Ain't even got to cook them. They look good. Now I got these at a store about 6 miles from here. It's called Super Low. Man, they're reasonable on prices. There's nothing like Walmart or anybody else. That right there, that's 2 big old pork steaks. And you see that plate's a little bit bigger than a regular plate. And I think they were like $4.08, something like that. So that's a real good deal. Let's put these babies on there. Yeah, them charcoals is not quite ready yet, but gonna put them on there and let them do their deal. Open the little vents on the side. Let me see. I'm gonna put them under there so they get some air. Yeah, I gotta throw all this crap away. Get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna go in there and get me a cigarette and my glass of tea. I'm gonna come out here on the back porch, talk to y'all for a little bit. This video stuff, it's new to me. Well, it gives me something to do, and hey, I'm on an adventure. Been retired like 12 years now, and I'm just now deciding, well, about 4 years ago, I decided to sell my place and start traveling. So I'm getting closer and closer to it. So about 6 or 8 weeks ago, I decided to start this YouTube vlog. Let's set that down there. There we go. Oh yeah. And so this is another way to build memories and to document what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I'm cooking chili, poppers, pork chops, going to the river, wherever I go, I'm gonna do videos on it. Like I went to Florida, I did videos on that. Well, not Florida, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Went down there, interviewed some people. Went down to Denham Springs, Louisiana to visit a good old friend of mine, Junior. Hadn't seen him in 40 years maybe. He's doing good. Interviewed them. They got a cool house, decorated and all that. New Orleans French quarters, French stuff. Really nice. This weekend, well, I want to do something, but I'm gonna sit around and I'm gonna get my yard and everything caught up. And I've got one trip planned. I'm not sure about any others, but for sure I'm gonna go over to Cleveland, Tennessee. I've got a friend over there I haven't seen in quite a while, and we're pet lovers. Anyway, her pet passed away several months back, and my pet passed away several months back, and we've always kept in touch with each other. So I'm gonna go over and visit, maybe ride around and check out that town. I've got a few other places I want to go. I want to go to the West Coast, but I'm gonna wait till I sell my house to do that. That's gonna be probably a 2-week trip there. But anyway, no, just relaxing, just trying to soak it all in and come to a conclusion of what I'm doing. Need to have that big yard sale. Well, that shop out there is loaded with stuff. I don't know if y'all seen my past videos of my mom coming over here, and she's out there going through all of it. It's a big old mess, but anyway, she's been out here 2 or 3 times, and her truck has been loaded to the gill every time she left, wanting this, wanting that. So whatever, give it to her, let her take it down there to her house and pack it in with all that other stuff she's got, and more power to her. That's what she wants. I had old pots and pans and pressure cookers and Instapots and air fryers and counter skillets and griddles. And she came and got all of it. I didn't know it, but she took it all home and cleaned it up, and she said she's gonna have her yard sale. She lives out in the middle of nowhere. She doesn't know how to advertise or nothing. No computer. She's got a flip phone. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but if she wanted it, she wanted it. But anyway, this is just another one of my videos, just relaxing out here. As you can see again, the wind's not blowing at all. The leaves are still. Oh, it's not too hot out here. But if it keeps this up, tomorrow or the next day it'll be dry enough to go on and mow 10 acres. I don't have to mow it all, but I pretty well go over all of it, because where there's not any grass, you got saplings and stuff. You know, I can't stand them saplings. Like you can see some saplings down there. There's not no grass really, but there's just little tree saplings. So I gotta get down there and get a little old sapling right there. Gotta get that down. I can't stand them saplings. Well, the old American flag out there at the shop. Out of no leaves are blowing or nothing, and there she is. She's doing a little bit of moving. Oh yeah, by the way, today is all over the country. They're doing the No King protest. Just people they're against this deportation stuff and all that. I don't get it. We've got a man in office that's trying to straighten this country out. It's been on a bad path and under bad management for quite a while. But I'm not going to get into politics. That's all I'm going to say about it. And when I said that little bit right there, I'm pretty sure you know who I voted for. And unfortunately, we won't be able to vote for that person again, but it's in place where the next one will be a good choice also. But anyway, hopefully the United States gets straightened out. I couldn't imagine all the Americans in other countries that watch the news wherever they've decided to live abroad. They watch the news, and this DirecTV and what is it, Hulu and all them others, they're watching the American news wherever they're at. They're watching all that stuff. I imagine they're just shaking their head. And I'm sure with banning certain countries that come into the United States and this and that wherever they live at, they're hoping that they're not made to leave that country to have to come back. I couldn't imagine living in a country that your cost is like 1/3 here than it is, and 1/3 there than it is here, and just all the regulations and everything. But anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna change the subject. But yeah, I'm just sitting here relaxing. This is part of being retired. Just sit around the house. I'm not married. Anybody out there knows any single women that is interested in a good guy or whatever, but I mean, I might not be the perfect guy, but I've got my flaws, but I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a beater or an abuser or a bar hopper or a cheater or nothing like that, but I like to have a couple of drinks in the evening, and I do smoke cigarettes. You know, I do like to stay around the house and not go out to parties and bars and all that stuff. I like to get around a lot of crowds. I used to back in the day, but I done changed all that. Got old. But anybody that sees this, if you got any suggestions or you dislike what I'm talking about on a few things, or if you like what I'm talking about, make a comment. If you don't like what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs down. If you like what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up. subscribe to my channel. I've got 30 something other videos out there of different things. It's just random things. There's nothing, no certain topics or nothing like that. I sort of enjoy doing it. At first I was, well, I still am, having trouble thinking of stuff to talk about, but it gets a little easier. I mean, basically you just look at a camera and talk like you got somebody sitting here beside you. That's all you do. Just carry on a conversation by yourself, really, talking to a camera. It was really strange at first, especially when like you go in public or something like that, and you're not really flashing it or camera around, but you're showing a camera and you're talking. Nobody's around you. But I mean, that's common now when you're walking like in a grocery store or something, and a lady or a guy's walking down the aisle just a jabbing. Well, they've got an earpiece in and they're talking on the cell phone. I mean, I've been in a grocery store and somebody says something, I'd answer them. And they'd wave their hand, no, I'm on the phone. Like, oh, okay. At first that was a little strange when that first started, but it's common now. Gas stations and all that stuff, I mean, everybody that's getting out of the cars or walking across the side parking lots or in the stores or in line somewhere, and they're just sitting there yapping. And it's not talking to the person in front of them or behind them or beside them. They're talking to somebody on the phone. Have their phone in their pocket and got earbuds in or something. Boy, that barbecue grill over there just smoking it up. Look at that. Ooh-wee. What? Smoked pork steaks. That's what we're having today. And I'm gonna make me a salad with this, with them little tomato tomatoes or whatever, and lettuce, and I'm not sure what I'll put in it. Probably a little bit of onion. I don't really do cheese that much. Wish I had bell pepper, but I don't have no bell pepper. And I usually put meat in it, but I'm not going to do any ground beef or something like that and put it in and have to cook all that. But probably just lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. And I don't really do the croutons because I'm on a diet. So, and then this is not regular tea. This is what you call a twisted tea. It's not the original. This is the extreme lemon twisted tea. It's got 8% alcohol in a can. Then they've got the original, which is 5%. Then they've got like 3 other flavors. The blue beige or something like that, I think it's 8%. And they got some other stuff, but I don't care for it. I mean, the reason I drink this sometimes is it tastes exactly like tea. I mean, it really does. It tastes like your regular country sweet tea. I can see why people drink it. And at first, when I first found out about this, I seen it on the computer, and I seen where everybody was making these jokes about twisted tea, and I asked, I said, what's the deal with the twisted tea? They said, well, that's where that guy was standing in line at the grocery store, and he dropped something, and another guy kicked what he dropped when he was reaching for it, and he reached up and grabbed that twisted tea can and popped him in the face, knocked him out. I said, oh, that's where it came from. You know, so, but I didn't think about trying it forever. I mean, as a matter of fact, I just tried this like a week ago. I said, well, it tastes like just regular tea, you know. But the cigarette won't stay lit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, it's sizzling on that one side. I believe we flip it. I believe in a few minutes that dude will be ready. Well, there's some big steaks for $4. Man, I'm surprised that place don't sell out. Put that under there so it can breathe. It'll stay hotter. But go on here and get. I'm gonna show you these fish I got out here. Man, I got some in my little round circle pond out here. I got some fish. There's 3 big catfish about as big as your arm up to your elbow, and then all the rest of them are brim. Let me get some of this bread out of here. Oh yeah. I'm going here and feed the little fishes. Anybody that buys this place, this is one of the little things you get when you buy it. You can see the the water moving already. Look at that big catfish right there. Look at that. You see that big catfish right there. Watch, he'll take that in one big gulp. There's hundreds of them. You see that big catfish? That big dark spot? Trying to get where you can see it. There he is, way over there. 2 or 3, 4 of them. Oh yeah. Look, that bread's already gone. There ain't no bread left. Every bit of it gone. I'm out there. Here he is right there. He's just barely swimming around. That big old catfish, big ones. And 4 or 5 pieces of bread, man, that didn't last, what, 15, 20 seconds? Now the big pond down there, oh, you talking about some fish in that dude. Man, them steaks smell good. That's what's nice about a charcoal grill. That smoke coming off of it. Now, a gas grill, it's okay, but you don't have that regular natural. Let's see what kind of charcoal I use there. Yeah, Flame Glow Grilling charcoal briskets. Ooh-wee. It won't be long, these dudes will be ready. Probably ready right now. I'm gonna let them cook a little bit more. But yeah, this is my second so-called food video, cooking. I was gonna do some chili or some spaghetti, but man, when I make that stuff, I can't make a small portion. I gotta make a big pot of it. Then I have like 3 or 4 big old containers of it full. I have to give it away, or either ruin, and I'll throw it over the rail here at night after I decide to not keep it anymore. It's gone. The next morning it's gone. I don't know if it's coyotes, possums, raccoons, cats, dogs. Oh, but they come and they lick that ground clean out there. Now yesterday when I cooked those pork chops, I threw the bones out. No, the day before yesterday, the ribs, or 3 days ago, I cooked the ribs. And I threw the rib bones out there along with some other stuff. And the next day, the other stuff was gone, but the ribs were still there. So That narrows it down to, I don't know if a raccoon eats bones. I know a cat eats bones. Does a possum eat bones? I know a coyote would eat bones. But that's sort of puzzling. And then last year I had my hummingbird feeders out. I had them hanging on that piece of wire right there. I had like 6 or 8 of them. From one rail to the other right there. And they were coming up empty every day. I come out here in the morning time to make sure they was full. Every one of them was empty. I did that for about 2 weeks. Couldn't figure out what it was. No signs of nothing. The hummingbird feeders were still up there. I kept looking out the window to see if hummingbirds were coming. There wasn't no hummingbirds coming, not a lot of them anyway. So I put a trail cam out here. And wouldn't you know it, it was a raccoon sitting up there like this, tilting it over and drinking it like a cup of coffee. They were emptying that sugar water, man. I bet they were drinking a gallon of that stuff a night. But anyway, I didn't put any bird feeders out this year. And whatever's coming up here tonight, I'm sure if I have bird feeders, they'll probably empty them out too. About the only way you can do anything is like put them on a limb on a tree. Or will they climb on a limb on a tree and climb out there and get them off that limb? I don't know. I know it's not a squirrel. I think I'm going to take those steaks off. I believe they're probably ready. You know, pork don't take much to cook anyway. All right. Oh yeah, those are done. Look at that, they're sizzling. Let me close my little side compartment. Close the lid and close that. That way it'll smother out the fire, and I can use this, what's left of those coals, I can use them on my next time cooking. There ain't no way I can eat both of those steaks. Ain't no way. That's some big steaks for $4. And this was, they had a big old shelf of them. I mean, they had a whole bunch of them. Dirt cheap. I mean, good looking meat. You go to Walmart or Kroger, you can hang it up. 2 steaks like that would have cost you probably 12, 15 bucks. But anyway, I'm gonna cut one of these and taste it before I let y'all go. Put a dab of barbecue sauce on it. Wow, that's some good stuff. And I usually don't eat pork chops or pork. I'll eat the ribs, but But anyway, people, so I invite y'all with me to do the pork chops. Do a little bit of talking. Anyway, my channel is Tony's Adventures at Tony Reed 1961. Y'all have a good day. Till the next video, unless I don't ever make one. So if I don't ever make one, I'll probably die. But anyway, everybody take care, and I'll talk to y'all later on. Peace.